There's a global copper wave and it's heading straight for US shores. Whether it's rare metals or base metals, investment capital has been pouring into the metals complex to start the year, with multiple factors driving demand and the phrase all-time highs getting plenty of airtime. Gold's renaissance is a case in point, where a recent push above the $3,000 an ounce mark for the first time ever grabbed headlines. Elsewhere, Dr. Copper, so called because its broad set of applications make copper a barometer for the health of the global economy, has been on a separate tear of its own. So much so that copper traders in New York recently drove prices to a new all-time high above $5 a pound. And just as interesting as the price action is what's driving it, with analysts pointing to pending US tariffs which could potentially upend global trade flows. Where trader positions were previously based on possible US tariffs later in the year, the latest reports suggest copper tariffs could be imminent. Earlier this month, President Trump also signed an executive order which set out a series of actions to facilitate domestic mineral production to the maximum possible extent. In turn, there's now a global wave of copper being redirected to the US to get in before the tariff gates close, as much as 500,000 tonnes of it, according to metals trading group Mercuria. That leaves the rest of the world well short, and markets have responded, with copper futures trading in New York at a premium of more than $1,600 a tonne to prices on the London Metals Exchange. So far this year, the unprecedented price catalysts in global copper markets have sparked demand for a number of ASX-listed copper producers. But outside of daily price fluctuations, the Trump administration's America First policy agenda means that arguably it's an even better time to be a listed copper company with operations in the US. Shares in Arizona-based Freeport-McMoRan, for example, a New York-listed producer, have gained more than 20% over the last fortnight. And for investors in ASX-listed copper explorer Golden Mile Resources, Arizona could also prove to be a happy hunting ground, with the company set to commence the maiden drill program at its highly prospective Pearl Copper project. Consisting of 14 to 16 reverse circulation drill holes for up to 2,000 metres, the program has been designed to test two untested priority targets, that being Odyssey and Ford, both of which have never been drilled and are located on historic mining workings, where G88 previously reported high-grade rock chip samples. With its comprehensive permitting applications now well advanced and strong engagement for industry regulators in Arizona, Golden Mile recently announced to its investors that the drill program is scheduled to commence imminently upon receipt of final approvals. And with US markets now the epicenter of global copper trade flows, there's no better time for an ASX-listed copper junior to commence exploration and unlock value for investors.